Hi, friends. Welcome to Beautifully Bookish Bethany. We're going to do some reading sprints tonight. I am one of the co-hosts for the Roll of Reads Readathon that Mel, a book fiend called Mel, which I'll tag her in the description down below if you don't already follow her, is hosting this month. And so I wanted to do some. I also haven't had a video up in a while that wasn't as short. And so I thought, let's do this. There's been a lot going on. So I am definitely behind on content. And then one of my kids got sick. So, like, that just, it's how life goes. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Hey, small channel. Hi, Jessica. How's everyone? Hi, Jana Rose. How's everybody doing this evening? We're going to hang out and get some reading done. And if people have questions, feel free to ask. Hello. I don't have a particular agenda. Hi, Katie. How is everybody? It's a Monday. Hey, Isabella, how are you? We just went last night to a kind of a fun premiere for a movie, Black Bag, which is sort of a thriller, but like a low-key one. So that was fun. I've got to edit a video for that at some point. Oh, I need to watch the reunion still. I have not yet watched it, so that is on my agenda to do very soon because I do want to see the Love is Blind reunion. Yeah, this season was a mess. I agree. I mean, but also most of the seasons are pretty messy. It's always interesting. Yeah, I will bring you again to them. Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad it worked out. It was a good time. So what is everybody reading? Or are we doing other things? I know some people use these for like productivity sprints. Hi, Carolyn. How is everyone? I also had a thought. Hold on. Also watching the end of the live reunion. Oh, I'm guessing this is supposed to be live? The end of the reunion. Okay. Yeah, don't spoil me on the reunion, please. I still need to watch that, but I'm very curious because I feel like it's gonna be so messy. Should be very interesting. Going to read Once There Were Wolves. Nice. I've heard good things about that. I think tonight I'm going to work on Exquisite Ruin by Adrienne May. I've started it, but I'm not very far in yet. This is like it's their first adult romance, so it's like a spicy, darker fantasy romance that's sort of, I think it's like loosely drawing on the Minotaur, sort of, but not exactly, so it should be interesting. Starting with these summer storms. Okay, cool. It sounds romancy. I am not familiar with that one. Sounds cool. What was I gonna do? Hold on a second. Okay, so one thing we can do, I did this a couple of times because I feel like YouTube likes to push their new features that they have. But they have this new thing on live streams where you can like set a goal with super chats and like do some kind of a reward. So I guess here's my question. If I was to do this, what would be a cool reward? Like what kind of a video type thing would be interesting? Because I want to try it out. It hasn't generally gone super great. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. But I always try to try out their new features. Reading Fireborn. Oh, that one is so good. I hope you're liking it. Oh, Sarah McLean's adult contemporary lit fic debut. How is it? That's exciting. I forgot she had that coming out. Thinking of alternating between Foreigner by C.J. Cherry and Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. I just got Wild Dark Shore in my book of the month because I heard good things about it. So at some point I want to pick that up. Fire and Hemlock by Diana Wynne Jones. Nice. That'll be fun. One chapter left of Sorcery of Thorns, and then picking back up at about 60% of play along. We've got a range of things here. Yes, Caribbean Heiress in Paris. It's so good. Or Dungeon Crawler Carl 4. That sounds fun. Starting the rule book by Sarah Adams. Yes, light and fun. I hear that. I think you were the one who recommended it, Isabella. I like that you loved Wild Dark Shore. So yeah, I ended up grabbing it for my book of the month this month. Hi, welcome. Reading Houses of Bane and Blood. That's an interesting title. I haven't heard of that one either. Cool. Ooh, reading the new Kay Ankrum. How is it? Sometimes their stuff is so good. But I haven't read their last book. And I don't know much about the next one. That's exciting. Let's see. Okay. We're going to try this out. All right. I tried the goal thing. No pressure. But if we get it, we'll do another one of those like personalized book rec videos. That was fun to do. Like where people can tell me what they're looking for and I'll suggest stuff. All right. So I feel like this month, this year has been a lot, but this month there's been so much going on and I am way behind on content. I have videos planned. I have footage for a couple of things. I just need some downtime to actually get everything like filmed and edited so I can put more stuff up. But how's everyone feeling heading into a new week? Hopefully this is like a nice little break. Got like some positive feelings on Sorcery of Thorns. Nice. It is YA, yeah, for sure, but glad you're enjoying it. That's awesome. Okay. Not feeling great. I'm sorry. Honestly, I hear that and I feel like it's been a rough start to the year with everything that's going on. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people I talk to, everyone's kind of like, yeah, it's rough. It's like trying to find like joy where we can and do what we can in our personal lives, you know? Glad it's the evening reading it. Yes, I agree. Reading is a nice way to spend an evening. Absolutely. Well, hopefully this can be more fun and peaceful, given how everything has been. Having a decent day, feeling a little spring vibe in the air. Yes, that I am happy about. We had a really warm day in New York today. It got over 60, which is really unusually warm for March. That was very nice. I'm ready for spring. I like winter. I'm ready to be done with winter. I need some warmer weather. That's great. All right. Why don't we do a sprint? How long do people want to sprint for initially? I usually like to do shorter, 20, 30-ish minutes. How are we feeling? Okay, in Long Island, yes. Okay, there we go. It's going to be very similar. High 60s and sunny in Northeast Wisconsin. That's lovely. Yeah. I feel like it was a cold February here. 25 minutes? I'm up for that. 20, 25. I can go with 25. Yes. Yeah. No, the warmer weather is really nice. We'll see. We'll see if it stays or gets cold again for a while. Okay, cool. We'll do 25. Let me get my little timer thing up. All right. All right. So we're going to read for 25 minutes and then we'll come back and chat. So I'm going to read Exquisite Ruin. Happy reading, everybody. I will see y'all in 25 minutes. Let me find this thing. Here we go. All right. All right. And that is the end of our first sprint. How did everybody do? Thanks, Jessica. Yay, sprints. It's exciting. I read like 24 pages. So thank you, Carolyn. Appreciate it. Thanks for the super chats. Okay, cool. I think if we got like a couple more, we'll do the that thing. The hit the goal and get to do the video thing. I love this that we have somebody who found the book you were looking for, that someone knew. This is Blood Over Bright Haven. This is our patron and channel member book club pick actually this month, and I haven't started it yet, but I'm excited to read it. I've heard such good things. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Valor by John Gwynne. Oh, that sounds fun. Hi, Emily. Rhythm of War. Oh, I need to read that one too. That one's long. Glad you seem like you're enjoying it. If you're crying over it, love it. On page 44, just started. Oh, of Blood Over Bright Haven. How is it? I feel like I normally am more on ahead of things. Everybody's like reading early this month. I love it. Finished a chapter, currently on page 71 of Foreigner. Awesome. Amazing. I am almost done with chapter 2, which I had read one chapter when I started this. It's interesting. I feel like right now we're just getting a lot of like world building, and the main character has lost her memory. She like wakes up with no memory of who she is, but we know she's a witch and has power that she gets through pain, and she's with this like hot demon guy that clearly she has a history with, but he remembers the past and she doesn't, and they have to like get through this labyrinth. It's kind of interesting, so we'll see. Unpopular opinion on it. We'll see. That okay. You'll have to let us know. That'll be interesting. We've got book club at the end of the month. You have to let me know. We've got, I think people seem to have mixed feelings, but a lot of people do seem to love it. So sorry if it's not working as well for you this time. I do really like what I've read from her before. Got a third through your chapter in Sorcery of Thorns. Yeah, that's probably a long chapter. That makes sense. Yeah, these are kind of long chapters too, or at least that chapter was long. I feel like I'm still waiting for it to really get into the story. We're just doing a lot of like building the world and the relationships, sort of. But yeah, should be interesting. Cool. It's like a good start. Read 26 pages and having fun. Love it. Excellent. Got your bed made, now you can read. Okay, good. That helps. I have to wash sheets today, so I actually have to like put those back on the bed before later tonight. Clean sheets are great though. So I know it's like most of the time when I do these publicly, I've got other people with me, but I'm doing it for the readathon, so it's just me. What do we want to talk about? Do people have questions? What's up? Like, what can I talk about? I've got, I don't know, books I've read, things I've been doing. I've been going to like a ton of events, which is a lot. Yeah, I think the link to the Patreon should be in the description, and then you can also join the book club through channel memberships, which is on YouTube. Patreon has a lot more options and perks, but I know I have some people who are in other countries who have issues with like currency exchange stuff who preferred channel membership, so I do have that available as well. But I can also drop the link in here. Give me a second. there is the link, and then we do a monthly book club, and I can tell you what we've read so far. We do a different theme every month, and then people at certain tiers get to vote on what we're going to read together, and it's kind of fun because like I never know what it's going to end up being. um, but we do different themes and we vote like 3 months ahead so that people can put in requests for their library and stuff. So far this year, thank you for the super chat. Thanks everybody. I appreciate it. Amazing. Oh my goodness. Um so far this year, so in January, the theme was second chance for books that didn't win. So books that didn't win our polls in 2024. And so we read Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. So that was like a nonfiction memoir. Then in February, it was historical romance. And we read The Ornithologist's Field Guide to Love by India Holton, which I loved. And I think that was generally a hit for most people. March is Tomes Languishing on Our Shelves, and we're reading Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wing, which I'm very excited about because I've been meaning to read it for a while. And then we already know what we're reading for April and May, and we're currently voting for June. So, like, I do it a few months out. So, April, we're doing a Mongo. So, we're reading the first 3 volumes of Sweat and Soap by Kintetsu Yamada, which is like a contemporary sort of rom-com with like awkward, geeky characters. And then in May for American Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, or is it reversed? Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. We're doing a sci-fi or fantasy by an Asian author, and the winner was Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong, which is like a cozy fantasy. So that's what we have planned so far for book club. We do kind of a mix of different genres and categories and stuff, and it's kind of fun. So right now there's a poll that I think is over in like a day for an LGBTQ book by a Black author that we're going to be reading in June, since June is Pride Month. So kind of like do different themes depending on the month, and then we do a live show at the end, and yeah, it's fun. Okay, so tell us about the events. Okay, listen, I don't know what it is. There's been so many events like last month and this month, which I'm grateful for. It's a mix of publisher stuff, and then YouTube has invited me to do some cool stuff as well. Yeah, the variety is really fun. Um, I will answer this, but yeah, I'll talk about the events first. So, what have I like should look at my calendar because it's just been a lot. So some stuff went into this reading vlog that I did last month because I was doing all this really cool stuff during this week that I was doing a reading vlog. So I had I I gotta look. There was so much going on. I went to like a YouTube Super Bowl party, which was cool. I had went to like an event with V.E. Schwab for her upcoming book, which I'm very excited about. So I want to get into this soon. Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil, which is coming out in June. It's like sapphic gothic vampire story, which is very exciting. So they did a high tea event with influencers and stuff for that, which was amazing. So Tor invited me to that. And then what else? I feel like there were, and then I had like back-to-back events for Galentine's Day, which is the day before Valentine's Day. So Avon invited me to a book influencer event, which was really cool. So it was with them and Harper Voyager, and it was fun. And there were a ton of amazing books that I picked up there. So again, all of that is in that vlog. And then I went to a panel that was mostly authors talking about reproductive rights and romance, which was fascinating. So that was a really cool panel. But just like that was like a week of so many so many events. And then since then there's also been a lot of really cool stuff too. I guess the big things recently, one that I'm gonna have a video going up of because I have footage from it, like a longer form video, is Friday, um, there was, for International Women's Day, this sort of half-day conference hosted by Diane von Furstenberg, like, the designer, and yes, I am in New York City. So, like, which is part of why there's so many events. Like, it is exciting, it's fun. There's a lot of really cool stuff. It's nice. It's, like, a cool place to live because that. But yeah, amazing panels with all of these incredible people, women doing amazing things from the business world to like activists. They had international activists on one panel, including one woman who won the Nobel Peace Prize. It was amazing. Also, Diane von Furstenberg is hilarious. She was so funny. And she was on a panel at the end with Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom. Like, it was just like sort of surreal in this auditorium of just all of these incredible women, and then like a networking kind of cocktail party afterwards. So that was really cool. There's been a lot of really neat stuff. And then last night, I went with a friend who was on here earlier. I don't know if she's still on here, but to the premiere of Black Bag, which is a movie that was really fun. It's sort of like a thriller. I think we expected it to be more actiony based on the trailer, and it wasn't. It was like a quieter movie, but I liked it, I think, better for it. It was really fun. It was like there's like an older married couple. Kate Blanchett is one of them. Hey, yes, Isabella was with me. Kate Blanchett is the wife, and they both work for this like spy organization in the UK, and are suspecting each other of different things and are trying to figure it out and stuff. Yeah, I liked that it wasn't high action too, because I was kind of expecting that, and I liked that it was quieter and more about relationships and intrigue. It was good. It was fun. So yeah, anyway, it's been really cool. I've had a lot of amazing events to go to, and I feel very lucky. What was the other thing we went to? Oh yeah, and then Isabella also came with me. There were other things. Isabella also came with me to a party for the Sims 25th birthday. So that was fun. It was a little wild. I did just like a short video for that, but it was like, I don't know. I played The Sims a little bit like years ago, but I'm not people who are like in it. It is a whole thing, and they had actors that they hired to like play Sims characters at the party. Yeah, the stamp keys. Oh my gosh, I'm still mad about it. There's like one set of keys, only one person could find them. And I was like, why would you not have more sets of keys? Because it was like one of the activities you were supposed to, there were all these like activities you were supposed to do. Anyway, but yeah, but it was wild. They had like actors with like headbands with these like green diamonds above them, um, talking in whatever the language is that they talk in. It was like, it was a wild time. It was fun. And they had like good food and drinks and stuff. So yeah, just kind of like interesting opportunities. And then I also got to go see the Nickel Boys with a conversation with the cinematographer, which was amazing. And actually, go check out, because not I know it's like heavy and it's not what I normally do, but I wish more people would go watch because I have a clip of him talking in it. I did a short little video review, like book versus movie review, because I had read The Nickel Boys, and then the movie was just incredible. I'm going to put the link in here too. So go check it out if you are interested at all. But the movie was amazing. And then hearing the cinematographer talk about it was just incredible. So yeah, it's been a flurry of events, which is fun. It's not usually that busy. My husband was like, "You've had a lot of events lately." I'm like, "Yeah, I think it's gonna slow down for a bit though." Sorry. I know it's been a lot. Okay. So, good question. How is the job search going? And then we'll do another sprint, I think. Um, it's, it's going. I'm getting interviews. I think it's a rough job market for everyone. I've been told by some people who have this information that like right now the average length of time it's taking people to find professional like office jobs is like 18 months, which is a lot. And I've been like very consistently applying for things since like the beginning of November. Um, So I guess it's a good thing that I've gotten several interviews, but we'll see. It's kind of like keep applying and wait and like hopefully the right thing will work out. Like there's some potential things like applications I have out now. There was an interview I had for an opportunity that would be really cool that I haven't heard back on yet. So we'll see. Just kind of it. Yeah. So yeah, I know. 18 months is rough. Not a rough yeah. Unfortunately, I would have to go back to school to become a teacher, and I'm not doing that. But yes, that we do need more teachers. Um, I am looking for I mean, like, ideally, I really would like to work in the publishing industry. I'm really interested, if I'm able to do that, in doing, like, marketing publicity or, potentially, like, consumer insights research, because my background would kinda work with that. I have, like, social science research background as well. But I'm also applying to other jobs as well, doing similar things like publicity, marketing, uh, some, like, administrative stuff, administrative positions. So we'll see. I'm just like applying to a lot of stuff and getting interviews, which is good. But yeah, I would love to work in publishing eventually. I think that would be great. I love books, obviously, and I think I would do well with it. So yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I will say I'm like kind of in a bit of a lucky position that like it's okay that it's taking me a little while because I have a spouse who has a good, stable, tenured job, um, which not everybody has, so it's okay, but I do need to find something, and there are some changes happening for us where I'm like, "Okay, like, I'm okay right now, but, like, I am gonna need to find something," so we'll see. I'm hoping the right thing comes together. I think that's the thing is, like, I have a lot of knowledge and skills and a lot to offer. I think it's just kinda getting in the door, and everything is so competitive. It's difficult. So, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I hope the right thing will come together. It takes time. Yeah, I have looked at Book of the Month I think they have something up right now actually that I was just looking at today. I haven't applied for yet. I've applied for a couple things there before. Um, so yeah, potentially I'd be open to something like that as well. Like I said, I'm applying fairly widely because I feel like you sort of sort of have to, but really I would love to work with books. So um, yeah, that's where it's at. So if anybody else is also on the job market, I feel for you because I know it's a lot of like waiting and trying not to commit yourself to too many things because like if you get a job, you need to be ready to pivot. So I'm doing a lot of that, which is like, not fun, but it is what it is. Does having a booktube help or hurt? I don't think it hurts. I think it can help depending on what you've done with it. Like I do the YouTube thing, which is useful for some positions, but also I've done a lot of adjacent things that like planning events and trips and um, you know, virtual events and things like that over the years that I think are useful and there are a lot of transferable skills, but also, the video editing, the social media content creation piece of it, making thumbnails, all of that are transferable skills. The part that is tricky, that I do think, and this is not specific to BookTube, is I'm coming from not having had an office job in 8+ years, since before I had my youngest child, who is 8 now. So, I think it's more that, and I think that is an issue that a lot of parents who take non-traditional jobs or aren't working traditional jobs for a while, trying to get back into the job market face, that like, that part of it is, I think, can be challenging. But it's good that I have been consistently working and doing stuff because I don't have like big resume gaps because of this. I hope that makes sense. Because part of this was started because I was home with young kids. That's why I started YouTube initially, because I needed something to do, some kind of an outlet when I had like an infant and a toddler. And now here we are. So it turned into more than I expected. Yeah, I think this is exactly right, Emily. Yeah, that it is helpful because I can show I have marketing skills and stat skills. There's, yes. So I think there are a lot of transferable skills. It's just, I don't have like bosses from recent history. It's just a different thing. But yeah. Mm. And with um publishing too is like very competitive, and so it like and there's a lot of people, like hundreds, if not sometimes like close to 1,000 people sometimes applying for the few jobs that come available. And obviously not everybody is qualified for those jobs, but a lot of people are. And so it is pretty competitive. Um, yeah. But just keep at it and try to make use of contacts I have, and something something will come together eventually. Do we want to do another sprint? Maybe like 30 minutes? Let me see. I can set this. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do a 30-minute sprint and then we'll come back and chat some more. But yeah, thanks everybody for the questions. And also, I think, where are we at with let me see where we're at with the um goal thing that I set. Oh, cool. All right. Well, if people are interested, we have an hour left in the goal. We've had 3 out of 5 super chats, so thank you so much to everybody who did it. But if you click on the little like arrow thing up on the chat, it'll show you. We'll do another. We would get another personalized book rec video if we hit that. Should be fun, where like people can tell me what they're looking for, and I will make recommendations. Have acquired dinner down for 30. Love it. Yeah, market research and publishing would be very cool. I was able to do like an informational interview with somebody who works in that, and it was really interesting. So I actually think that would be super cool. But those jobs don't come up that often. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate it. I hope so too. Hey Mel, how are you? If you I don't no pressure, because I know you've got baby and everything, but if you would like to come on and join me, you're more than welcome to. And this is a good reminder while I'm on here. I need to add Mel. Ugh, of course, it's like being difficult. Oh, there we go. Okay. Tagging you in the video description. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna do another 30-minute reading sprint, and I will be back with everybody in 30 minutes. Happy reading, everyone. What? Oh, geez. You know what? I think it's because I had my thing muted. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I think I had forgotten I had muted my computer, so I didn't hear when it meowed. Sorry everybody. So, well, we read for 37 minutes. How did that go? I was like in the middle of the chapter. I think I read like 45 pages. Like getting into it. It's interesting. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. No, you know what? I didn't hear them because I forgot I had like muted my computer, so I didn't hear them. Sorry about that. Read 30 pages. Nice. It is an interesting book though. I'm like it's getting very interesting. So I am liking it. Oh my gosh. How about everyone else? Nice. 7 more pages to finish your chapter. Love it. Finished the book but have a lengthy epilogue left. Okay, I like an epilogue. This can be fun. How long is this book actually? 370 pages. Well, it's not bad. I'm like making some good progress tonight. Yay. That's good. Like, always got so many books. So many books to get through. I've had a couple of people ask about doing another NetGalley update. So I've been thinking about possibly doing one of those soonish. As per usual, I have far too many books for review on NetGalley. Like I was doing good and then, yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's fun. It's like, and I think it also kind of gives you a glimpse of like what are the upcoming releases that I have on my radar that I'm interested in reading. Yeah, I oh gosh, July is kind of out of control. I'm gonna have to like read some of those early because I think I have like 11 for July right now, which is it's far too much. I mean, at least some of them are short, but that's a lot. How do I hear about the events I attend? Oh, that's a good question. So it's a mix. So some things I get invited to from like from publishers because I'm on their mailing list because I've been reviewing books for 8 plus years. 8 years. Yeah, I guess around 8 years, almost 8 years. And so some of it is that, some of it, the YouTube stuff, I'm part of a creator program where we get newsletters about opportunities and you can kind of pitch yourself for different events and yeah, sometimes you get accepted to them, which is cool. So it's just been like more than usual recently, but it has been some really cool opportunities and it's great for like meeting other creators and living. I think they do events all over, but I would say the most are in New York and Los Angeles. So I do think living in New York City I end up getting access to a lot more stuff, which is kind of cool. Bought 22 books this year, but you had read 10 of them already. That's pretty good. So like almost half of them are things you already had read. That's not bad. Yeah, I don't know how many books I've actually bought this year. I guess I could check. That's an interesting question. I've pre-ordered some things. I do have a spreadsheet though, so I could actually look this up. Let me see. How many books have I purchased? This does include like book of the month books, so wait, I gotta include pre-orders. I forgot about that. Hold on. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 15, including pre-orders through the end of March. It's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. I don't feel too bad about that. Pre-ordered to like Calabasas and Great Big Beautiful Life. Yes. Yeah, I also have an arc of, so this is the other thing I want to do. I think this week, so if this is what I kind of want to do. Oh, thank you, small channel. Thank you for the super chat. Haven't bought any books yet. Heavy on Libby and KU. 5 book of the month books. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the thing is like of the 15, I think like 4 of them are from book of the month. So yeah. And some of them are books I've already read. Okay, so there's like a project I want to do. So I'm like, so my child has been sick, which is sort of like making things a little more complicated. But if my child gets better soon, which I think we're on the mend, I want to do a project where I read like 3 highly anticipated arcs that I have and then also review them. So these are the 3. So if I have the time, this is what I want to do. I want to read Barrier Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, The Devils by Joe Abercrombie, and Calabasas by R.F. Kuang, even though this one would be really early because it doesn't actually come out till August. But yeah, I'm like, these are like the 3 that I'm real excited about, and they're kind of big releases. So I feel like that would be a fun project to do. But I need to have my kids like at school to do that. So we'll see. We'll see how the week goes. Skip January and February, bought 3 for March. Isn't that how that goes though? That's really funny. Yeah, I've bought a few. I have not started Rag Picker King yet, but I do want to read it sooner than later. I'll tell you what I'm reading. Right now, I'm working on my reread of Kingdom of Ash, because we have the live show for that at the end of the month. And then I need to read Blood Over Bright Haven. Those are like my audiobooks that are sort of next in line because I got to read that for book club. And then maybe Rag Picker King if I have time. Yeah, I want to read Calabasas this month. I'm hoping so. Thank you. They're not. It's just like a low grade fever and a little sniffly. Nothing super serious. And I feel like we're already sort of through the worst of it. So I'm hoping they can go back to school in the next couple days, but we'll see. You never know for sure, but appreciate it. Just like one of those things, like this time of year and the weather changing, things are always going around. It's cool. But anyway, so that's kind of my plan if I have the time, is I want to get to work on those 3 because I think they would be fun to read and also would be great for content. Which, I don't always have like the combination of like big titles that I want to read that would be good for content. It's like having all of those things line up can be great. So we'll see. That'd be fun. But again, I've been like trying not to overcommit myself to things because like if I do get a job, then I need to be available. So, oh, okay. Amazing. Oh, I didn't know this. I just was looking and seeing small channel. This was your first ever super chat on a live stream. Congratulations. This is what YouTube is telling me. Also, we have 19 minutes left in the challenge, and if we get one more super chat, we'll do that like personalized book reviews video. This is fun. Thanks everybody for participating in the challenge. This is great. I appreciate it. Haven't heard the best reviews for Devils. That's yeah, it's interesting. I really want to read it and I'm curious to see what I think cuz like I know it took him a long time to write and it's the first adult thing he's written that's not part of First Law. I love First Law books. Um He wrote a YA series that I read the first book of and didn't love as much. I didn't continue with those. But I kind of suspect some of the issues I had with it were because it was YA that he was writing. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm curious to see how the Devils goes, but I wanna try it. All the thing is all three of those are like fairly long books or long-ish books. I guess I mean Calabasas isn't too bad, but they're not none of them are short. Yeah, like even Calabasas is like 550 pages. Um, so they will be a project to get through. But I do want to read them. So we'll see. Um, yeah. What are the books that y'all are really excited for that are coming out soon? Oh, you know what else I'm doing? I think will be fun. Um, is they're doing a near me, they're doing like a midnight release party for the new Hunger Games book. So I'm doing that as well, which I think should be fun. I hope it's a good book. In theory. Is this book an entry point for Abercrombie? Yeah, because it is a standalone as far as I know. I mean, maybe it's supposed to be part of a series, but it's a totally new world. Um, because I think he's only written for adults, he's only written in the First Law universe. The Raven Scholar, yes. I also actually have this that I want to read, and it sounds really good. Thank you, Catherine, for the super chat. That's it, y'all. We hit the goal. This is exciting. Okay, so now we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna do a Oh, and this is also your first super chat on a live stream. Congratulations. Yay! We did it! Okay, so we're gonna do another personalized book recommendation video. Amazing. Here's what I'm gonna do then. For everybody who is on this live stream, um, comments or like so if you're on it right now watching or if you watch later, comment down below, not in the live chat, but like in the comments section, comment what is it that you're looking for in a book? Like you can be as vague or specific as you want. So you can tell me like the genre or the tropes or like what specific kinds of things you're looking for. Comment them on this video and then I will go through those and put together personalized recommendations. Yay! We did it! Go team! Yes, gold met. This is so exciting. This was really fun. Thanks everybody for joining me for that. That's exciting. So yeah, comment below and whatever it is, like if you're like, I really need like a queer historical romance that is a rom-com or like whatever it is that you are looking for, comment that and we will see what I can do. That'll be fun. Local indie is also doing a midnight release. Oh, fun! Yay! So you're going to one too. That's really cool. Yeah, I hope it'll be fun. I think it'll be a good time. I did not read the last book that came out just because I don't know. I didn't hear the best reviews, and also I'm like, do I want to read a story about this man? But this one I am interested in, so I think that'll be cool. Oh yeah, Buffalo Hunter Hunter. Um, yeah, it's very interesting. So I just read it. I'm going to be talking about it in my mid-month wrap up actually. I liked it, but it is very different from his other books. It is like it's historical horror and it's slower paced. It reminds me a little bit of like, I mean, I haven't read the book, but like from what I see of the movie, it reminds me almost of like Interview with the Vampire, but indigenous, plus a revenge plot. And nested storytelling. So it's really interesting, but it is different than other stuff he's written. Is this about Buffalo Hunter Hunter or about oh no, Raven Scholar. You're probably talking about Raven Scholar. Oh, good. I need to pick that's like on my list of things to try out, so that's good to hear. Yes, I am planning on reading the new Hunger Games, but I mean I'm going to the midnight release for it, so I'll have a copy. But yeah, I do want to read the new one. I think like a Haymitch story sounds interesting. I'm curious to see if it's good. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It should be interesting. I did love the original trilogy. I would like to do a reread at some point, but I don't know exactly when. Okay, didn't love the Snow One, but did find it compulsively readable. Okay. Yeah, which like readable isn't bad. So yeah, hopefully this is a new I agree. I hope this is a better story based on what I've heard. I also just was like, I don't want to read about Snow as the main character. I think especially too when it came out, I just was like, this is not it. But I'm curious about this one. It should be interesting. Yay! I'm so excited we met the goal, guys. It's amazing. It's the first time I've done that. So cool. Okay. So yeah, don't forget, go comment what kind of book you're looking for so that I have a and I'll post this other places too, but like so that I have something. Okay, Jessica, comment this in the comments of the video because I won't have this. This is great. I'm looking forward to answering this, but like do it in the like the permanent comment section of the video. Definitely go put your requests there. Kind of scandalous. Only read the first and the third and watched the movie for the second. Oh, wow. That's wild. Like I could hear okay, dang. Like I can totally see reading the first one and then watching the movies, but like reading the first one and the that is kind of scandalous. Dang. Yeah, I mean, I think the second book is really great also. I agree. Man, although it's been so long since I read them. But those movies also were so great. I haven't watched them in forever. My oldest kid might actually really enjoy those. Yeah, and people love the second yes, the second book is great. That's wild. I'm like, now this has me thinking like, "Ooh, maybe I should, like, get my almost 11-year-olds into Hunger Games and the movies." That'd be fun. We'll see. They're a little intense, but also he's been into, like, kind of intense stuff lately, so I think he might be into that. That would be fun. He's been watching, like, all the Star Wars movies, and we did all the Lord of the Rings movies, and I think he could maybe Hunger Games. Let's see. Okay. You did like Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I heard mixed things. Like, I know there are some people who did really enjoy it. I think I just maybe at some point I'll go back and read it, but I know when it was coming out, I was in a place where I was like, yeah, a snow story? That is not what I want right now. It's not the story I want to read. So I did not, but yeah. Sometimes it's interesting though when people go back to something after so long, because that came out, I think around the same time Midnight Sun came out, which was terrible. But I did read that because it was for a project. We did a whole live show on it. It was like, it was not good. That was like the first book of the Twilight series from Edward's perspective. Oh, geez. This is a good question. So, yes, it does explain why the games were created, which I think we kind of know some of the reasons, but yeah, interesting. Okay, so this is a fair point. It might be an apt read given our current climate. This might be the time. Hmm, it's a good point. That is a good point. Reread the original trilogy at the beginning of COVID as a comfort reread. Okay, and it held up well. Well, that's good to hear. You never know, I feel like with books that are older that you haven't read in a long time, how they're gonna actually hold up. So that's good to hear that it was holding up well. That's great. Um, okay. Reread it last year and it holds up so far. Cool. So it is 11 here. Yes. Tentatively, yes. I do want to do the Truth Witch read along. It would probably start in June, barring complications in my life, basically. But yeah, like tentatively, if I can reasonably make that happen, I would like to do it. Part of me is wondering if that is we're gonna have to see, because here's where I don't want to fully commit to it yet. Um, as a June start date is that like if I have a full-time job by that point, am I going to be stretching myself too thin to do that and finish off the Sarah J. Maas read along? I don't know. But then also in the fall, I'm supposed to be doing um, the final Robin Hobb trilogy read along. So tentatively, yes, I do want to do it. I want to do read along. I want to reread the books before the final book comes out, or here's the alternative would be do the read along later and just delay reading the final book. And it's not like an ideal situation. I will stay tuned. I will let you know. If possible, yes. I'm just not 100% sure I can commit to it fully, if that makes sense. This is funny. I haven't read The Hunger Games, but know everything that happens. Yeah, I mean, there's such a big part of culture, I feel like, that people kind of know a lot of it. So it's 11 here. I could do like one more sprint. I'm like not super tired. Part of that might be the time change. Like, I feel like the rhythms of my sleep patterns are like slightly off because I was like tired today and I'm feeling better. I feel fine now. I don't know. Anyway, but I could do one more sprint if people are interested before we wrap up for the evening. Yeah. I don't know what it is too. I feel like getting older, daylight savings like messes me up more than it used to. I don't know. Right? It does. I'm like, what's happening? Like it's 11, but it doesn't feel like 11. Okay. Why don't we do another 25-minute one and let me make sure my volume on my computer is up this time so I can actually hear the meow. Sorry about that. It's just like 2 into my book. Um, okay, so we'll do one more 25-minute sprint. We'll chit chat for a few minutes and then we'll wrap this up. So happy reading, everyone. All right. How did everyone do? It's our last sprint. How many pages did I read? I gotta figure out deep math. Like 30? 30 more pages. So I did good. I'm up to like 100, like 115 pages into this book. It's like, that is pretty solid. I feel good about that. Awesome. Finished the epilogue of Sorcery of Thorns. Love it. Finished your chapter and started Wild Dark Shore. Let me know how it is. I gotta pick that up at some point. 20 pages the sprint. Great. Good. Yeah, I feel like this was good. I'm really happy I finally I made some good progress on this. Wonderful. Yes, come back and comment your personal book rec. And I will pull a video together later this month for people asking. Finished Tread of Angels. Oh, the Rebecca Roanhorse book. That's good. I loved that. Did you like it? How was it? I feel like people have really mixed feelings about it because it's such a weird genre mashup, but I really liked it. It's interesting. I'm curious, like, are comments available now or are they only available when I stop going live? I feel like that might be the case, which is totally fine. So when I stop, then everybody can like comment below. Absolutely. Thanks for joining me. This was fun. The first sentence was very good. Okay, well, that's a good start. Have to refresh after the live ends. Thank you, Jessica. Yes. So, okay. So yeah, so we'll wrap this up and then comment down below with your requests and see what we come up with. It'll be fun. I'll probably also share it on Instagram and places too. So I got a decent number of requests and I'll put together a recommendation video. So it'll be fun. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I hope you all have a great night and a good week. And yeah, I will see you all next time. Have a good night. Bye.